Hi friends, today let's talk about a little light-hearted topic, Bollywood. Now, Bollywood has always played a very important part in my life, so it was bound to happen that one of the books that I had to talk about had to be about a Bollywood guy. When I sat around, I thought, which Bollywood guy do I want to talk about? Do I want to talk about Devanand or Raj Kapoor, Dilip Kumar, Amitabh Bachchan? Do I want to talk about Balraj Sani? Do I want to talk about Om Puri? Do I want to talk about all the legendary actors and the heavy books that I've read? Or are they really the people who left me wondering about life? This is supposed to be a book that shook me, right? Many of them and their anecdotes and the stories really made me feel more close to Bollywood and understand. But I've always felt that these people and the books about them are more about the person and his experiences and less about life in general. If you read about some of the lesser known people in Bollywood, that is where the real life anecdotes come out. That is when you really feel connected. And I today want to talk about a person who has probably had the most adventurous life I have ever read in a short, small book. I have not felt so alive. I have not felt a life so amazingly well led. I talk about that famous Gora Bollywood villain that most of you would have seen growing up, called Bob Christo, and his book called Flashback. What a life, I must say that. I have not been more entertained, and I have not felt after every few pages, wow, this man lived a life. This man was in Australia, born in Australia, and he had crazy adventures. He had a lark for having adventures. There are umpteen stories way before he ever came to Bollywood, okay? He's done it all. He's 2 times girlfriends, he's had threesomes, and he's jumped from cliffs in jungles. There's a story where he's going, in a jeep across the desert of Australia, okay? And for some reason, he runs out of petrol and food. And he's stuck. He doesn't even have water to drink. And the vultures start, coming around in the skies, waiting for him to die. And vultures are very smart animals. So this bugger lies down and pretends to be dead for hours. Finally, a vulture, convinced that he's dead, comes and sits on top of him. With one move, he grabs the neck of the vulture, kills it, tears it apart, drinks the blood to quench his thirst, and is able to move on. That is the level of person that I am talking about. This man saw a Time magazine cover with Parveen Bobby on it and said, I have to come to India because I want to see this lady. This man had a crush like that. And this bugger, very soon after coming to India, is able to meet her. Forget meet her. He goes on to befriend her and even date her. There's a story about how he goes to Danny Dinopa and he asks for his blessings to go ahead and date, because Danny was, I think, an ex of Praveen or something like that. This man is taken over by Sanjay Khan as his bodyguard, come a role in his film Abdullah, etc. etc. This man tells crazy stories about one time where he and Sanjay Khan get into a fight. Sanjay Khan gets into a fight with Shatrughan Sinha, and this guy and Sanjay Khan go to his house and they fire bullets, and Shatrughan Sinha and it seems and Subhash Ghai, they are on the other side of the house and they are also firing. And after all of this fights happen and firings happen, the next day they are all called to Dilip Saab's house and they all apologize. There are endless stories like this, crazy stories. So this man has done it all, it seems. Towards the end, after having done everything, he turns to yoga, he becomes a meditation person, and he was a yoga instructor in one of this Sanjay Khan's resort in Bangalore. I think some 5-star resort or something. So what was so amazing was, which I did not find in any other Bollywood actor's life, is this man had a point to prove that he could do everything. This man went around in life doing everything that life could offer. Adventures, you name it. Affairs, you name it. Fun, you name it. Every single page of the book is like a life well led. Every story was done in a manner not thinking about tomorrow. And that is truly adventure. I probably cannot do that. Most of you probably cannot do that. We all plan. We all think our life through. But this man truly lived every moment like he should have. Like there was no tomorrow. And he led a fantastic life. If you're really in the mood of excitement at every page, and if you're really not wanting to read a superstar, but wanting to read about a person and a life, I suggest you read about this man, Bob Christo Flashback. Check it out. It's an unbelievable roller coaster adventure. Thank you.